Hey, what's up? It's Rick. I'm just doing some tarot spreads and whatnot. Right now I'm doing, oh man, yeah, it's been a while since I did a video blog. Tons of facial hair. Itches. Also, I'm getting dreads, eventually. When they gets long enough. So, yeah, I'm doing tarot spreads right now. I'm doing a new one. This one's called the Oswald Worth's Major Arcana Tarot Spread. It's a 5-card spread. The first card, which is on the left, is what it means, what is in favor of the situation. The right card, what is against the situation, and hostilities that should be avoided or feared. The third card is the top card, weighing up the pros and cons and clarifying the decisions that needs to be made. Card 4 is the card below. The result or a solution and what may come about as a result of your decision. And then card 5, the center card. This card is determined by adding the numbers of the first 4 cards and reducing to 22 or less. The full is considered 0 when adding the cards, and 22 when it is the result of the addition. This card is a synthesis of what has gone before and points out what is of prime importance on which everything else depends. Okay, so I don't think that's... But, okay. So far, here's what I have for the what's in favor of the situation. I have the wheel upside down. And they have a diagram of not just Sirius rotational pattern, but a small star orbiting it. They say it's very small and made out of the heaviest matter in the universe. They also say that it takes close to 50 years for this small star to rotate Sirius. Astronomers were able to validate the existence of the secondary star, now called Sirius B. I should say,
And only about 30 years ago could they validate the rest of this information.
My question pretty much, at least consciously, was how to continue going with the flow. So I have the wheel upside down. My understanding of the wheel, at least upside down, is that it's spun upside down. In favor of the situation, I don't know. It sounds like it could go any way, whatever I choose, basically. Also, I'm asking for everyone else's interpretation to this, because the more I get, the more I'd appreciate and think more about what it could really mean. But the second card on the right is what is against the situation and hostilities that should be avoided or feared. And I have judgment right side up. Knowing how my controlsive, like how I used to be so controlsive, and I still have a little bit of that feeling of being controlsive, I could see the fact that what I probably should do is not worry so much about it and just... Did I say justice? Judgment. Judgment. My bad. I have right side up. Judgment. But I'm not too sure what it could mean to me. I have little bits and pieces, but I don't know. The third card above, the weighing up the pros and cons and clarifying the decisions that needs to be made, is upside down sun. Again, I'm not too sure. And then my last card is the fourth card, which is the result or solution and what may come about as a result of your decision. Is upside down justice. That's a little interesting. I'm not sure. Again, I've kind of forgot like a lot of the meanings of the cards, but I enjoy theorying and talking about cards and what they mean, what it could mean, especially in the positions with other people, because it helps me understand a lot better, because it provokes me to think. But I gotta add these up and whatnot. I'm not too good in the Roman numerology, so I gotta look it up real quick.
All of these archaeologists are Muslims, with few exceptions, and their holy book is the Quran. Please understand that I'm not trying to discredit but the Quran says that creation began about 6,000 years ago. So if a Muslim were to say that the building is 8,000 years old, he would be disputing their Bible. They cannot do that.
Alright, so the wheel's 10.
Another thing that's actually incredibly interesting, the Sphinx has a body like this, and a head like this. That's rather unproportional.
XX is 20, so that's 30.
Actually facing a very specific direction. It is an astronomical marker. The Sphinx is in the shape of a lion. If it were built when Egyptologists say it was, that would be only 2,500
XIX
years
is 19.
The only logical time for the Sphinx to be built when it was when the constellation
49.
was in the sky, during the 11th millennium BC. The time that matches exactly where our new findings say that it would have been built.
And then
In the past, when something like this
VIII is
that has a major influence on the viewpoint
8.
of the world, it takes about 100 years for
So that'd be
the average person to say, oh yes, that's true. But this time, it's happening a lot quicker because of the internet. Now scientific circles are actually beginning to look at the words of Plato and
47.
when he talked about another culture, another continent, from a dim past called Atlantis. The Sphinx is the largest sculpture on the planet. We know it was not done by hairy barbarians, but by a very sophisticated culture. And it was not done by anybody we now know here on Earth. From a scientific point of view, this is the first solid evidence to be accepted about the true age of civilization. There have been lots of other evidence, but it has kept being put under the table. Now we have the accepted evidence that there absolutely had to be someone on Earth who was highly civilized as early as 10,000 years ago. This is just the beginning of how
I don't know. I guess that would be the full.
Part 3, Earth's relations to the cosmos.
Because I don't know. It says this card is determined by adding the numbers of the first 4 cards and reducing to 22 or less. The full is considered 0 when adding the cards, and 22 when it is the result of the addition. This card is a synthesis of what has gone before and points out what is the prime importance on which everything else depends. I don't get it. I'm a little bit slow in some stuff, so someone help me out. I'll sit here and continue doing some stuff. I'll make a couple more videos of some different spreads that I can better understand. So, and I'll also do a better video vlog about my update. Alright. Peace. Peace and love. Peace and love.